Huh.
And he was
Got up,
T-posing.
scratch myself.
You know the rip, you know the biz.
I know the
Oh my
bees,
god.
scratch myself.
We were laughing for like 5 minutes last episode. Like, everything was so weird and stupid.
There was a piece of paper under the pillow.
Ooh, a note.
You're here
Oh.
for a reason, Ugu.
What? I still don't get it. What does it mean? How did I manage to send a message to myself? Why don't I remember that?
More questions than answers.
Seems the narrator's tired.
No answers at all. To be precise, I am.
It's like he actually just woke up in a Russian cabin.
Yeah, I'm just a really method actor.
You're not even semian.
I left the cabin and looked over the camp.
No, it doesn't look like an illusion.
But this memo made everything much more complicated.
What can I trust?
My stomach growled treacherously.
Even Agent Mulder didn't conduct investigations hungry.
I know who that is.
X-Files.
Oh, yeah.
Don't worry, I got you.
Thanks, babe.
I got.
Flippin' weebs watching their weeb shows. There was unexpected crowd.
It's a
How
good
dare you.
show. Don't even at me.
Not
I
even
know it's
animated,
funny.
you fucker.
Of course, there was no other place in the camp that pioneers loved as much as the canteen. But why were they all crowding on the porch? Wait, have we done this?
We
No.
might.
Why would it would be skipping though, right?
What? Yeah,
If we
I'd
did it,
have
wouldn't
to
it be
click
fast?
this leave.
Oh,
But it's not lighting up.
oh, I see.
I came closer to understand what was going on. It looked like all the camp had gathered at the porch. There were all the familiar girls, Olga Dmitrievna and Ezreal. They were having a lively discussion. I drew closer.
Dude's crab.
Nope, tits.
Uh,
Bust
ah,
up.
tits.
Oh, yes, quite. I think you look gorgeous. No, what do we do?
Just do just
Probably
asking.
just ask it.
Yeah, don't
Don't
risk
get
it.
any bright ideas, Lena. Slut.
Overdose of stolen candies, right?
Oh, jeez.
She's pissed at you. Oh, dear.
Alexander was a Soviet.
Matrosov.
Weebs.
Was a
Wow,
was
okay.
a Soviet infantry soldier during the Great Patriotic War. Posthumously awarded the title of the Hero of the Soviet Union for blocking German machine gun with chest. He blocked a machine gun? What, they throw it at him? Just bared his chest and it slapped him.
That's what the picture I'm looking at says.
For Miku and
Yeah, yeah.
not like Slavia or something? No.
No. Even assuming that this is a normal apple, in any case, I shouldn't eat unwashed
You
fruits.
tell me there's not a sink in here?
Just like that.
I found a reason for my fear and put the apple away. Okay.
Go alone.
Alright. What men we are.
Am I going there alone?
Olga Dmitrievna looked thoughtful.
Perhaps you're right. We'll go together tomorrow morning.
The full moon was shining, so I decided to save the battery in the flashlight. I'm sure I'll need it sometime soon.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, just
I'm just glad you know. Oh yeah, you'll need it. What was
my
that?
expertise.
Who said that?
Oh, ooh.
God, is that you? You'll need that flashlight.
Am I tempting you? You'll never know. Or am I memeing on you?
That flashlight is leading you to temptation. Get rid of it.
Enemies destroyed the kindergarten. Those goddamn capitalists destroyed the kindergarten.
Yes, the Americans destroyed the kindergarten.
Mm,
And all
they
of its...
targeted the kindergarten.
They murdered all the kids, that's why we hit them. Mr. Gorbachev, keep that wall up.
Tear down those kindergartens.
Enemies destroyed the kindergarten elevators, kids hid in the little basement together with a bunch of adults, while bombs were exploding up on the surface. I don't remember the end of the story, but as far as I remember, everyone died. Looking at the illustrations, all the emotions, fear, sadness, sympathy for the poor children, and and the sense of hopelessness which I had experienced while reading this book came over me. It's strange that under exactly these conditions, right here and now, that I found this book.
Probably there's somebody who manages this ongoing story, who writes the scenario for this absurd play, who sews costumes for the local pioneers and creates sets like this abandoned camp. To tell the truth, he is very talented. Attention is paid to even the most minor of details.
Except the script, probably.
Lol.
Lost in translation, you know.
Although this place was abandoned a long time ago, everything here seemed to be untouched. Of course, time didn't spare this camp. In so many years it had often been visited by the locals. Perfect place for young people just hitting puberty. They could drink the alcohol, indulge in amorous pleasures, or simply burn everything down just for fun.
What? Fucking burned everything down with the building fee here.
I wonder what amorous pleasures they did. Just jerking off in a corner, alone.
Yeah, sure.
Surrounded by wood, you just have
using
to,
their
you know,
flashlights, you know.
Ezreal was probably one of them.
Oh yeah.
Ezreal mentioned this place was full of League of Legends. League of Legends of ghosts and devils living here. Take, for example, Kindred, the story about the camp leader who committed suicide.
Okay.
This is the first one that came to mind for some reason.
Right.
In my world, nobody would believe that this could stop somebody. But in this reality, anything's possible. Certainly, the fear didn't disappear, but I decided that since I'd come here and I was going to carry on to the end. So I blinked. The building was small, so it wasn't difficult to search it completely. But I didn't find any sign of Shriek. Downstairs, it was so dark that even the flashlight didn't know much. A low ceiling, wires extending along the walls, broken lamps clad in iron bars. Okay.
Now we get to see this pig on his lonesome. Aw, so sad.
And his mouth's just open.
He's a mouth breather, of course.
Filthy mouth breather.
it's for the flashlight when he has to turn out.
I like to think of this as his whole face. Like these are his eyes. This is his mouth.
Nice perspective on things.
Thank you.
It's like he's gasping. It's like, what?
He looks angry if he's like that too. And look, that's a radioactive sign.
Yep, not a biohazard one, FYI. TMI.
I'm not doing that again.
TMI.
Fair enough.
Too much information.
Nah, I probably will. I'll name it the exact same thing too.
Okay.
Dude,
It's a Groundhog Day all up in here.
this button's like melted.
Click it.
I can't, I'll move. Soon I found myself in front of a massive metal door. Oh. There was a sign painted on it. I looked closely and realized that it was a biohazard sign.
Incorrect.
Get triggered.
Incorrect.
Get triggered.
I mean, it's Henry. What doesn't?
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Your cat.
These
triggers
factual
you.
inaccuracies.
You live with your cat. How?
I
does
need to
cat
correct
trigger
these
you?
factual inaccuracies. Pardon me.
There are
No
bad
wonder,
ones.
if the old camp was built after the war and it lasted until the 70s. So it's an ordinary bomb shelter and there's nothing to be afraid of.
Maybe at that time there was a biohazard sign, you don't know.
Well, I mean, the one they are now is not.
Well, they were just living in the times. Also, what is this? I never noticed this. Is that
Looks
like
like
a
one of those
McDonald's
like
menu?
choking.
A McDonald's menu? Is this a Russian drive-thru?
That's what- that is what it
Fucking
looks
open
like.
the vault door. Hey, look, I
Hey, what's up, Semyon? What'll it be?
You have to press the button so they know you're there.
That's what you're talking to. Then they just look through this hole. That's where they get their food.
It's a window.
That's why it's a biohazard sign, because it's McDonald's.
Ooh.
Hey, I love their food.
quote unquote.
How dare you?
But in all honesty, I thought that was
I
like
had
one
to.
of those signs that shows like what to do if someone's choking.
That is actually what it looks like.
Yeah, I liked his interpretation better because I didn't think of
I
that.
do too, but you know.
I'm sure
Oh my
someone in the comments section will know.
Oy.
Wink, wink, nudge,
It's too
nudge.
low res for me to even
Yeah,
try
I
translating.
can't even see it. Enhance image.
Zoom and
Oh
enhance.
my god.
Zoom in on sector F3.
Oh, yes.
If only we
Enhance.
had a forensics major friend who could zoom and enhance because
Yeah, like he could do that.
Brian can't do anything, lol. However, those thoughts made me even more scared. I made a decision and opened the door. I wonder what his decision was.
That's for employees only, sir. If someone recently came down here and he wasn't found in this room, then it would be logical to assume that he's behind this door.
I called out in a whisper.
Shriek.
What?
He said whisper.
What?
Shriek.
Yo, what's up, man?
Oh, I found you. Oh, hello.
Yo, that was easy.
Yeah, I'm doing alright. I'm doing
I'm gonna
alright.
beam you with this metal rod now.
Oh, yeah?
Get beamed.
I'm a bang Miku. How about that, huh?
No,
Huh?
my one true love.
Do right in front of you, bitch.
right on these beds over here.
Do it on the bomb shelter bed, bitch.
You can sleep on the bottom.
Ickle dog.
I'm loving it.
Maybe he locked himself out. But why? It wasn't too deep. I could easily climb out later.
Wow, we've never been here. After I jumped into the hole, I found myself in something that resembled an old mine. Wow, we seem to end a lot of videos here. In the mines.
Just a natural conclusion spot, you know.
It really is, dude.
Fucking
It's
starting the
perfect.
mine adventure.
Mine me, daddy.
Make